Ooh, living the pineapple. What's up, cricks? It's been a while. Nope, it's not been a while. It's just been few days. Don't over exaggerate. Today we're gonna talk about my previous car and why I fell in love with Toyota. Not because I'm ambassador of Toyota. This is a true story, okay?
It's a true story!
Not a sellout. Come on, guys, please. So I want to share a bit of like history of how did I get into cars and what kind of cars did I own before. Yeah, before we start, make sure you subscribe and like that video before I kick your butt. I'm not gonna kick anybody's butt. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm gonna launch something new for more interaction with you guys, and make sure you watch till the end because the instructions are very precise and you need to follow them very well before you can become a true crick. Let's dive into it. Yep, that's my first car. That is my first ever car that I bought. I did like, check that out, I did like sound system. The brand is like some paw, like animal paw kind of thing. I don't know what is that. This is just me being 19 years old. You can see the P sticker there. Rockford Force Gate. Yes, I wanted the best of the sound system, so I changed it from the dog paw into a punch P1. So this is practically me changing up the exhaust, being that kid, you know, just changing all the kind of stuff. And I kind of look back and I'm like, man, I was a dumb kid. It was such a good, like, nope, no, it's not a good car. Toyota ambassador, I cannot say that. So I swapped up the exhaust. It's really funny because the car only comes with like one manifold. This for all 4 cylinders. K&N open port air filter. Everyone knows that just makes the car less power. Doesn't mean that you put an open port on your car, it means like, wow, super horsepower. You must understand, your car can only take in so much air, and if it is too much air, it's actually just waste, just gonna lose power. So yeah, I did like a custom heat shield thingy looking thingy. Look at that, looks good, right? But actually the horsepower is horrible. Got an e-manage for it, even an engine manage control. Did a dyno. This is cringy when I look back at it. The amount of time and money spent on it was quite ridiculous. So I changed the exhaust pipe, air flow obviously because it's auto, lowered springs to it, and I changed the front grille. Look at that, yo, cosmetic to the best. Ugh. After that, in 6 months time, I got bored of the car and I actually just sold it off. I was like, nope, would never ever upgrade like a nice everyday driving car. Not nice car. Toyota's the best, guys. Toyota. And then after that, I upgraded. I don't know whether it's an upgrade or downgrade for you guys, but for me it's upgraded. From that, I went into a 180SX. So this is the first time when I saw the car, when I bought it off the owner's hands. It was pretty okay, it was running condition, but after a week, the engine kind of blow, so I'm not gonna blame anyone. Oh, this is Mail, okay? This was like 2000 and... This was taken 2011. So this is the time when my engine blew. This is how it was. I had a crazy first time experience. I think it was only a month then the engine went. It was a con rod bearing. After that, yeah, looks pretty great. Engine was doing fine, cleaned up by Mail, built by Mail. At this point, I was not really hands-on working on the car. I was more like just watching all the time. Every time I'm there, that's how I learned, because I was always there seeing every single step of how my car was done. And it really gave me a lot of knowledge at this time, because I was just looking and I was like, huh, engine got this one ah, huh, engine got that one ah, oh, this is how it works. I was just that kid, like just observing everything they do. This is my subframe, because I took out everything, so might as well just spray the subframe. My crankshaft, my SR20. So basically, it was built. I got a new manifold because the old manifold cracked. There was one time my wastegate was hanging off the exhaust, and it almost dropped the highway and almost lost that wastegate. Crazy. RG, Advanced RG rims. This was me and my friends going up to Genting. I love this car so much. I take pictures of it everywhere. Look, even when I'm parking at the valet. Then from the metal gauze, I changed to like open port K&N. I mean, for turbo cars, it's fine to use open port. Remember, if you're an NA car, depends on what kind of NA, but if it's like a 1.5 or 1.6, please don't go open port. That's the dumbest thing you can do. Fun days! Fun days! See, I had pictures of my car every time, like everywhere I see, from different view, from upstairs, from the reflection. It's just a car guy kind of thing, because when you see your car in a reflection, it looks nice at different point of view. And have you ever got your car driven by someone else and you sitting in another car, and in another car looking at your car? It's totally different. It looks so cool when you're like, when your friend is driving your car and you're just looking at it rolling. It's like, whoa, damn, dead ass. It came with a Recaro semi bucket. I swapped it up, full bucket, pole position, and this chair is the one that is in my Altezza right now. It's just rewrapped into black. That was me! Look at me with my Takata safety belt. Oh man, this is so long time ago. Had a sticker bomb that time, and that era, sticker bomb was like the shit. It was the trend. It was like the TikTok back then. Always using tires. Back then, my tires don't even last like a week. I had to change new tires every week because I was practicing a lot. Yeah, it made me poor back then. I'm still poor. Has solid mounting for my gearbox and engine mount. So this was it's polyurethane, so it lasts like forever, but the only thing that it creates a lot of vibration, but I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that, because in drifting your engine really moves a lot every time when you kick the clutch. So by putting like a solid mounting, it prevents it from flexing a lot. But the thing, there's a downfall for that, there's a cons for that. It's just very harsh on your chassis and very harsh on like the parts in your car. It just vibrates, but I'm fine with that because you don't have to change it ever. Change new subframe, check it out, it was blue in color. New arms, camber, rear camber arms, toe arms. This was a time where the era of drift was very popular in Malaysia, and there's this event at Speed City KL where all the drifters go there. Like, it's like an open track event where there's food, activities, and I really miss those days because it was every Saturday, and every Saturday I'm there. It was opened by Tengku Jan, and it was a fun time because all the drifters were there, but slowly it died off and the trend was not so good. Drift was like Vine. There's Kevin. There's Kevin. This was Edwin's RX-7. Pretty cool. Yellow bumblebee. Lego. Yellow marching. Yellow bar spang. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. When you're like sitting in another person's car, when you look at your car from far, it looks cool. It's just a different point of view. I bet a lot of car guys can relate to this. Ah, look at that Ricer boy. Those are the time when Tokyo Drift came out. Tung, 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 tung. I wonder if you know. I had everything all white. Changed the cluster light white. Back then, the trend was definitely StanceNation.com, man. Stands. Had to be slammed. It looks great, but it kind of screws up your geometry of your car.
The branch of mathematics concerned with the properties and relations of points, lines, surfaces, solids, and higher dimensional analogs.
And it actually messes with your handling, so I don't really recommend that. Maybe if you can do that on like a VIP car, it's fine, but when you're doing drifting, those were the days where I was dumb. I just slammed it. It still does the job, but if you're really trying to improve your skill, just try not to do that. It messes up your geometry of your chassis, and the handling is going to be all off. But for looks, it's fine. I'm not going to hate anybody who's doing stands, but for me, I've grown out of it and I don't really go after looks anymore. I really want to go for handling because I want to improve my driving. So I stopped doing that stand stuff, slam stuff. If you want to slam, it's fine. You just have to correct the geometry by getting like aftermarket knuckles if it's available for your car. Then it's fine. Oh, check this out. This is my engine bay with the new turbo. Look at the... Check that out. The power steering reservoir. It is foil. MacGyver, bro. Definitely very common thing for car guys. You gotta know a tow truck guy. You definitely know, because you're gonna use them very often. Love my car. A lot of photo shoot for my car. Me drifting at the event. Okay, so that was one part of the era of my car. Right now, after that, I had the car for like a year or two, and then I changed the color to black. One thing I like about my car, what I did, oh my god, it's so dirty, there's a tissue paper in there. So I changed the quick release after that. I had an NRG quick release with the Momo steering, and I also like that touch of sticker over there. Can you see this sticker over here?
Don't fucking touch my 180!
Yeah, that's my favorite sticker. Oh, I missed it so much. Oh, Shawnlee, the classic. Didn't bother filling up the tank. So bad for my fuel pump. Like I say in my previous video, I keep my seats and my steering wheel, my first steering wheel ever. Technically, it's not my first steering wheel because the one that you saw on this dashboard over here, it got stolen. My house got broken in and someone stole the ECU and also the steering wheel. Yeah, it sucks, man. That fella. Got a rear strap bar, the batteries behind. Not really clean. I think this was the time where I had a ECU over here, my standalone Haltech. It got stolen. It just snipped off the wire. I can see my vacuum hose over here. I got pissed off after someone broke in my house and they stole my stuff. So what I did is I transplanted an RB26 in there. It was done by Mail. Mail actually does all my cars that I've ever owned. Trustworthy foreman. And this is it. My 180SX, the RB26. Yeah, the inline 6. Man, I miss this car. So basically what a RB26 is, it's from R32 GTR, which is a Skyline. And that's when I fell in love with inline 6. And I haven't get to it yet. It's not like my favorite inline 6, but it was a cool inline 6 to experience. And I remember those days where everyone thought that I had a RB26 when I was chasing all those R33, R32 down with my 180SX, and the S15 couldn't catch me. And I actually trolled on them and I said that, oh, it's the stock standard SR20. I was bad. Then the R34 tried to chase me. Oh, it was fun. It was really fun times. After I had the RB26, this is when my love came for Toyota. When I got myself a JZX81. It's technically not a JZX81. It is a LX80, which is like an airport taxi, but it was converted, the front and the rear, as a JZX81. It's the same chassis plan, but this was the time where I fell in love with Toyota because there was a 1JZ in there. They failed. So when I got it, it was like silver. It was like a champagne color. I don't know what color is it. It's like brown champagne. And obviously me being me, I like black. All my cars were black back then. This car, I really like this car a lot because it looks so mafia. It looks so like Japanese, like mafia style car. I honestly love this car so much because it was an auto 1JZ non-VVTi. It was a 6-cylinder twin turbo. That's when I really fell in love with the 6 cylinders of Toyota. As you can hear, it's really a sleeper car, but don't be fooled. I like it when the auto gearbox switches gear because it had this like DSG kind of sound. It's like yes, the sound. This was me trying to roll my fenders because I wanted it to be offset. This is my car next to my 180SX. As you can see, there's a few battle scars on it. Also, it's really low, slammed low. Like, okay, yeah, this is the meter, guys. Can you imagine a car that is like 1992? I think 1992 or 94. I think it's 94, year 94 or 97. I can't remember. The meter looks so cool, looks so Knight Rider style. It's digital. 1JZ, JZ family, guys. 1JZ non-VVTi 2.5 liter 6-cylinder twin turbo. Had new nice rims on it. This is a T37. Check that out. Ooh. Really love that car a lot. I miss them. So I had my daily driven, which is my JZX81. Then I would drive 180SX on the weekends for like Saturday drift events. I sold those cars, and the reason why I sold those cars was it was a very dumb decision. I tried to invest into a business and I got fucked in the ass. I lost my cars, but it's okay. I sold the 180SX body but without the engine, so I took back the engine. I put it on a Safiro A31, which I bought it off a friend. I just needed a chassis to park the RB26 because I had plans on it. Yeah, this is the track car. It had welded roll cage and all kind of stuff. It's a battle kind of car. I really like the look. For me, I like this type of car that looks like this. It says a lot about the cars. The doors are different colors. The fender is different color. The bumper is a different color. I kind of like this kind of look because it shows a lot of character in it. It's like battle scars. So it was a project that I wanted to do, but I actually ended up selling it off. Why the RB26 sounds real different from the 2JZ is because it's individual throttle body. It has 6 throttle body, that's why it sounds different. So after that, I had a Putra, which is a 2-door Malaysian local car. This car was pretty done up and I really enjoyed this one because I had lost all my money and I decided to just get something affordable. I drove that for a few years. I sold that off for my music video and I was carless for like many years because I didn't want to spend any more on cars, and I lost a lot of motivation because of that business that didn't go well. So I was like, I just don't want to play anymore. I was very much into cars when I was young, so thank goodness I'm blessed to be able to experience and play car at a very young age. I started working when I was 17 years old, so I started really young and I was doing pretty well back then, so I used a lot of money on the car, but I was like YOLO. It became a disease, it became a sickness that I cannot cure right now because drifting is like, it's a lot of money, but I enjoyed it a lot, and I think that's what about living life is about. Maybe I will end up living on the streets. Let me know what's your favorite car and also the cars that you owned before, so I can just check it out what my quicks are all about. And also, yes, here's the end of the video, and if you guys are really true quicks, you will stay all the way to here to know what I have for you guys. If you go to my Facebook page and you click groups, or the tab over here, you can click the tab over here. I have created a private group for you guys to interact with everybody. If you guys are true critics, you will understand and follow the instructions. I want to build a community where we can share ideas and also like interact in this platform. I wanted to use Reddit, but I feel like my Reddit is failing because it's so hard to use and it's not user friendly. And there will be questions asked when you request this. So this is the key thing. I will only accept those people who answer the questions correctly. So what are the questions? The question is, make sure you answer the questions properly as is stated on the screen right here. It is cap sensitive, so if you get the caps wrong, you are not a true critics because you did not watch this video. So I just want to make sure, and also make sure before you start posting, read the house rules and the instructions out there. Anything that I'm going to be updating is going to be on these groups, the live shows and everything is going to be there. So make sure you turn on the notifications too, and I'll hope to see you in the next video. Whatever you're doing, quick it up.